Okay, hey guys, this is Nojam here, RDPG, Bandos, Bitches, Ramon, whatever the hell the name has become now. If you are tuning in from Bandos, Bitches channel over to this channel now, let me just explain a couple things. This might be completely irrelevant for some people, and you might be like, what the hell is he talking about? But for the people who did previously watch Bandos, Bitches channel and now watching this channel, that channel is not really in use at the moment. I don't really know what's happening there. I don't know, well, I do know what's happening there, but I don't know what's going to go, like, what is going to happen from now on with that channel. So for now, I am going to be making videos on this channel. Hopefully Ben will be joining me at some stage. At the moment he's not around, so I'm making this introduction video by myself. I'm not sure if he even wants to do this channel over here, doing all games. This is going to be like an all game channel. The previous videos on this channel have been, I think they've been mainly Call of Duty based, but for now on going to be pretty much any game that I want to play. And to start us off, we are going to do an introduction into the best game ever made. This is unquestionably the best game ever made, Realm of the Mad God. So let's begin. First of all, this is Realm of the Mad God, as you can see. It is I believe an 8-bit MMO. Don't quote me on that, because that could be incorrect, but I believe that is what it is. And as you can see, the screen size is kind of shitty resolution, so what you might not be able to see that, because I'm going to probably crop in, what's it called? I've never even known you could do that. That's amazing. Yeah, that's cool. I'm a blue star. Alright, so yeah, anyway, I'm going to probably zoom this in so it's a little less, there might be borders on this game, but it doesn't really matter. And let's begin, okay? As you can see, let's just start by the simple, because what we're going to do is on this channel, I was thinking we're going to do like a sort of an introduction to all the sort of games we're going to do, so like a basic introduction video. This is more for people who have never played this game, a like brand new introduction, or the extreme novice, and people have already played. Tune in some later videos, we'll be doing some like tutorials. We might do some bug abuse, I'm not sure, because we did do a lot of bug abuse for RSPS on our other channel. We might get back into that, maybe, I don't know. Bugs are always fun, but a lot of people don't really like bug abuse, so we'll see where that goes. But first of all, let me explain how this game sort of works, okay? So I'll start from scratch just to sort of help it make more sense. So here's the new character. Okay, so basically you have a choice from some classes. So there would be, I'm just going to count the classes real quick. There's 10, 11, 12, 13 classes. I can still count, guys. There's 13 classes you can choose from, and they range from a range base, a magic base, so these two, this one. The range base would be that one and that one. That would also be a mage base. There's the melee base. There's that one, and then there's the sort of like the other sort of one is just rogues and assassins, which they use and trickster, sorry, which they use a sort of like they use daggers as their primary weapon. So personally, I don't like any of the three, so I haven't used this one, but I don't like those two, so I don't think I'll like the third one either. So and yeah, so I'm going to start with a sort of, what class should I start with? I'll start with mage, because this is the starting class that you will all start with, so I'll just hop on that. And Merlin, cool. No, let's just stay classic. Yeah, new skins, I don't know, some bullshit. I don't really care, I'll just go classic. And I will check the URL for this game in the description, so you guys can hop on. Alright, so let's begin by explaining this sort of, hopefully my chair's not making too much sound, it's sort of retarded. Alright, no, it's all good. So basically, I'm in a really empty world. It looks really, really empty. What I'll actually do is I'll quickly change server, so just might not know what's going on at the moment, but doesn't matter. Go best server real quick. Okay, we're back in. See how fast the server change was? That was, sorry, I just knocked the mic. Okay, that's all good. Yeah, I'm using a new microphone as well. Well, it's not new, it's a very old microphone. It's actually my Turtle Beach headset mic. And yeah, I'm using the Steel Series headset and the microphone from the Turtle Beach. It's like really retarded. My whole setup is really messed up. But yeah, okay, so hopefully you can hear the in-game noise. I have got my options like this, so you can't actually hear the music, because this is how it would sound, as you can see. If right now you can't hear the in-game music at all, that was an epic fail in my settings. Hopefully, I'm hoping now that you can hear everything that's going on, you should be able to hear that. For example, if I drop something on the ground, what the hell? Say if I drop this on the ground, for example, you should be able to hear that. Hopefully you can hear that little splash and that sort of thing, but yeah. Anyway, so we'll start us off. We are, at the moment, we are in the sort of main realm area. This is the place where people do the trading, basically the place where you don't spend a lot of time here, to be honest. You can buy stuff here, customize a character. Your bank vault is there. Your guild hall is here, so if you're in a guild, your guild hall is there. As you can see, I'm in a guild up here. It says the guild I'm in, which I'm actually owner of, which is pretty cool. Here is your name. You can change it, like when you first start, you'll go to this guy and you can register your name right there. So you go to this guy, you register. Also, I believe there's something over here. Yeah, this is to change the character you log into. Alright, these sort of towers here, they heal you when you get a low HP. So whenever you nexus back to home, it's called nexusing. Yeah, so what I'm going to quickly go before we go into the actual realms, which are, the realms are here. There's one there, there's another one there, there's another one up here. So there's 3 different realms. Basically, you can see how many players are in the realm. It's not very accurate, but yeah, that's about how many players are in the realm. And whenever, like, I would usually go in a almost full one, but not full. That's, yeah, probably about that size there. So I'm just going to join this realm real quick. Yeah, let's just hop into this realm. Okay, so I'll go through the main sort of rundown of this game, and then I'll go through my settings. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to know, the most important thing, is this button right here, Nexus button. Press that up there. As you can see, my hotkey is Q. I'll talk about that in a second. But first of all, Nexus is what you want to press when you're in trouble. You just press that and you'll be out of there, and it will probably save your life. Okay, so now that we've gone over that, we'll go over how to pick stuff up. You go over something, a loot bag like this for example, and you simply double click on it, or you may drag as well if that's how you would like to do it. You can do that. Okay, that's pretty basic stuff, and now I'm going to explain the objective of the game and sort of how it all works. So as you can see, my level is there, my HP is there, my MP is there. My stats are here. As you can see, this attack, speed, vitality, defense, dexterity, and wisdom. At the start, I didn't really know what any of these meant, so I'll quickly explain what they are. Attack is basically how high you hit. Okay, so when you're hitting like this, which you can hold the button by the way, some of you might figure that out. Attack is basically how high you hit. So if I can find something to hit, I'll show you. Usually these places are packed with monsters. I'll find, you'll see, okay. Speed is how fast you walk, so obviously like this. You use WASD to walk, just to let you guys know. Like this. You use vitality is, yeah, it's just right there. This stack, yeah, exactly right there. So your HP recovers, basically how fast your HP recovers. This is your ability to withstand hits, so like, you'll get hit a lot less the higher defense level. Each level takes a certain amount from your hit away, so when enemies hit you, you don't get hit so much. Dexterity is how fast you actually shoot, so how fast this shoots like that. And wisdom is how fast your magic points are recovered. So that's all pretty basic stuff. Hope that wasn't too not understandable. Okay, I'm going to go through the teleportation sort of aspect. First of all, you can press on someone's name down here, which allows you to lock them, for example, which will keep them there forever. As long as you're in the same realm or same area as them, you can easily get to them by just pressing teleport like so. And that failed, like so. And boom, you teleport to them and you can lock them like that. You can trade people by simply pressing trade like so. And if they accept, the trade will come up. There's your inventory if you want to use that. And he's come back to me just to trade me, as you can see, there's nothing there. And now we'll go over how the game works. So you're in these realms and there is pretty much endless monsters. I don't think you ever knew. I don't think they respawn, but I think there's so many packed into the world that you're never gonna be able to kill them all. And yeah, the world will close before what's it called. Basically, there's a mad god. That's what, like there's the main god, the main boss. Once all other like bosses have been killed in the realm, there's sort of an earthquake, the ground starts shaking, and everyone goes to Onrix's chamber, which is the main boss. The objective of this game is basically to kill the mad god. Like, it's not that hard to kill him if you have a big group. Obviously, when everyone goes there, it's like a massive pile up. Thousands of people just like pile in there trying to kill him, right? So that's not too difficult. But if you're trying to solo it, I don't even think it's possible to solo it. It would be, but extremely difficult. So I guess that would be like a sort of achievement if you're trying to go for that. Let's talk about dungeons real quick while they've come up. This is a dungeon, so basically randomly in the world you'll find different dungeons. Pirate Cave is the lowest level dungeon. It's also the easiest. So basically you go into like these little dungeon areas and you'll fight a bunch of little minions until you finally get to the boss. Quest bosses or objectives, things like that, will always show up on the side. So say a quest is in that general direction. So you can zoom out. This is a really, I'm just gonna like hope the sound isn't too loud. Hopefully you can still hear me right. I just Nexus. Yeah. Fuck my life. I was actually trying to go into options. Okay, so I actually went out of that. Don't really worry about that. Yeah, it's not really important. But I was going to say you can, with your minimap, you can scroll out to see everything. So, for example, you can see people up here. You can press on them and you can teleport straight to them like that. My keyboard is just played up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so you can teleport to anyone by just scrolling in and out. That can be useful for. I'll show you what it can be useful for if I just join another realm. So yeah, basically you'll get out to Nexus and you'll join a new realm and you just keep doing that and you get used to it. Sort of like you go in and you go out. So yeah, like here I can teleport to example with the guy over here, which might be there's a lot more situations over here, and it's so much to talk about and such a what to talk about first. You know what I mean? Let's talk about weapons and okay, this is a weapon, alright? This is an ability. Every class has a unique ability. Several classes will use the same weapon, so sword, dagger, staff, and wand, and some other stuff. Yeah, and their abilities. So this is the ability the mage has. Abilities are used by pressing the space bar button. Your HP pots are there, which you can drink by just double clicking. Same goes for MP when you have some. You can buy them if you have gold and like you really need them, but that's really not useful. You don't want to be doing that basically. So yeah, and you got T, that little T0 you see in the corner there. That's the tier that your weapon is. So in this case it's tier 0, and this one's tier 0 as well. The highest tier goes all the way up to like tier 12 or tier 13. And yeah, tier 12 and tier 13, and there's also UTs. So I think it's untied, or it could be I believe it's untied or untied. Yeah, so there's UTs, and that's the sort of like usually they're the better weapons, but some UTs can be really bad. So all because you got UT doesn't mean you got some boss weapon. Okay, now the main aspect of this game that makes it so much fun. At the moment, it probably doesn't look that fun, and that's probably because I'm level 1 and I'm killing some pretty boring things to kill. But the reason why this game is amazing is because of one simple factor, and that factor I'll show you right now. Okay. So for example, I'm walking around here, just grabbing some stuff, and then walk up here, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere. I get owned. Like that, for example. You die, okay? So, after you die, it tells you all these little statistics and tells you, like, how much fame you earned. Obviously, I earned none because I didn't reach the maximum level, which, by the way, is level 20, and I'll just go over that in a second. So, after you die, you lose everything. Alright, here are the legends, the amazing players of this game, as you can see. So, after you die, you lose everything. Okay, you lose your level, you lose basically everything, and you're back to this. I just got more accounts, so if I died I would have a backup account to play on, but I'll go into my main account and just continue from here. So okay, assuming that you haven't died and you've made it to level 20 on whatever class you are, my favorite personally is the Huntress, which is what I'm using now. It's a sort of a range base. As you may be able to notice, it's going a lot faster than what I was on before. The speed is actually 44, and the attack is higher. Everything's higher basically than what I was just then. So I'll go into another dungeon real quick and hopefully not die, because if you do die, you lose everything. So if you're the kind of person who just will pick up your desk and just throw it if you die, then this probably isn't the game for you, because you do die. It's not like you definitely will die. I've died plenty of times. I've had my fair share of deaths. My fair share of dies. At the moment, this world is really buggy, so what I'm going to do is quickly change the world. I did hop into this world just to show more or less that there are several players that play this, so it's not just an empty wasteland. The busiest world is the US one, the crowded one. I don't play that one. It's not really that good. This is the world I play, EU South generally, just because it's small world, not many players in there, and because it's a more of a sort of, it can be a co-op game. That's the great thing about it. There's no PvP. That's one other thing that you have to note. If you're one of those PvP players, this is not really the sort of game. It's more of a cooperative monster killing game. So you will team up and you'll kill things like gods. So now, as you can see, I'm at the Godlands. I don't know if you could tell, but usually when the ground is this sort of color, or white, one of these two colors here, when it's snow or like just lava ground, that's going to be the Godlands. When it's this sort of green sort of color, this dark green sort of color, you're usually going to be in the Highlands. Highlands, you find high level like monsters, but not as high as the gods. Highlands, you can generally survive there at level 5+. It's not really that hard to survive if you got decent armor. Godlands, I recommend being at least level 15+, unless you're really confident at the Godlands. When you're first starting, teleporting directly up to somewhere at the Godlands is not a good idea. Not a good idea. If you just, for example, look at big pile-ups like that, you can see a big pile-up yellow dots because I've scrolled out. If I teleport there, they'll probably be at some sort of boss, which you can see they are, because that's my quest, and the red dot there is what my quest is. It's the Skull Shrine. I'm not going to go there because it's a very hard boss, but that's basically where everyone will go. They'll all teleport to the big stack, and you'll get massive stack ups of just lots of noobs and everything. In this world, there's not too many people at the gods. It's basically just me and this guy, so we're going to slay these realms. If you go in busier worlds, there'll be just massive pile-ups of people at the gods and people training. There's a thing called where everyone basically, they all just get into a massive pile-up, they all go to the gods, and the noobs just stay in the middle of the pile pretty much, and they hope to survive. And as they survive, as you can see, the XP is shared. So, as you can see, this guy kills something, he gets shared XP for him, and everyone just shares XP. So if you can imagine you're in a massive pile-up, everyone will get the XP from everyone else's kills. So that can be one of the best ways to actually level up, but as you can see, I don't have a level as well. This is fame. So after you've reached level 20, you gain a thing called fame, which pretty much shows how good you are at the game in a way. Like, fame goes up there, you can spend fame on stuff later. It's like in the leaderboards, the higher fame you are, that's the higher you are in the leaderboards. So gain fame, and that's really the point. And you might think, oh, well, that's not a hard objective to get to level 20. No, it's definitely not. It takes about 15 minutes to get to level 20, 30 minutes. It won't take long to get level 15. I meant level 20. Okay, it doesn't take long to get to level 20. Okay, but what you can do after you reach level 20, you can start maxing your stats. So that's here. If you have a look, these are the stats. There is something called a stat increase potion. Now, if I get one as a drop, it would be really good for the video because it would just be like perfect timing to get a stat drop. Basically, you'll see these loot bags on the ground. There will be a blue loot bag, a dark blue loot bag, which will mean, I'll show the loots real quick. If something, for example, I'll see if I can find something that drops a loot. This is gonna be very difficult. I can just okay, there's just brown loot bags, which is just basically really bad sort of loot. It can be anything. It can be stuff that other player drops like that. So this is going to be just like an average sort of loot. So hold on, let me just not die trying to grab this loot. Okay, it's a tier 4 road. Tier 4, sorry. I say tire a lot. You have to get used to that because, so loot bags, you can double click and you can just pick it up and you can drop it again. Drop stuff like that. I don't even know why I had that dagger. So yeah, that's how you get loots. There's light blue loots, which can be really rare items. Dark blue is generally the stat potions, so the potions that will boost your stats up to like a really high level will be the stat potions. So that's what you want to get. If you're looking to, if you're looking to max your stats, you're probably going to be hunting around here for these sort of things. Yeah, these are gods. You get used to what gods are what and everything. With the bow, that was generally just a 3-hit kill. Trust me, when you're low level, you do not have a 400 to 500 damage bow, so you won't kill them that easily. Okay, as you can see, I got none of the stats are maxed yet. They'll go yellow when they max. I have had one max stat before, I think, and I died in that account. So like I said, you do die. So if you are planning on maxing your stats, you gotta face the aspect of dying. So like I said, the objective is not to reach level 20, but it's more to reach not dying. That's like the ultimate objective, is just to stay alive as long as you can. Get all your stats to max, so 8 out of 8, that's what it's called if you have max stats. Once you've reached all your max sort of stats, you can still die, and I see people die with max stats frequently, so it's not that frequent, but you know, it does happen a reasonable amount that you will die with max stats. So yeah, that's the whole point of the game. It's basically just stay alive, and you can slay the Mad God. Like I said, it's the hardest dungeon, so you go into there and you'll fight the Mad God, and if you kill him, you get good loot, I guess. There's a chance for good loot, but yeah, so once you get that, that's like the ultimate objective. That is like the ultimatum of this game. So if you like that sort of thing, like, I definitely think this is a really good game. It's just the whole fact that if you do die and you lose everything, sort of, it makes it that much better, because it would be boring if you could just get all your items and then just always have all these like chances and just all this stuff. It's gonna defeat the whole purpose of the actual game itself. So now that we've gone through the main sort of aspect of the game, I'll go over some button layout and some setting up your account before you want to get going, because this is going to be like an introduction to the game. One thing I'd like to mention really quickly is this guy right here. If someone would like to tell me in the comments who knows this game very well and tell me what this person is, I've seen it many times in different worlds. There's always someone who walks this exact path. It's like a straight line here, then a sort of a diagonal line there, a straight line there, and then like another diagonal down there, and then like another straight here. I'm mind boggled as to what he's actually doing. Never understand. As you can see, trades show up just here. You can decline or accept them there. Chat is by answering. Type chat like that. As you can see, this is a stat pot. There's an example of a stat pot right there. As you can see, they're all stat pots. Permanently increases defense, permanently increases vitality, and I'm not sure why he's trading them to me. Maybe he'd like to give them to me for free. This would be nice. No, doesn't want to. Your armor. No, thank you. I'll keep my armor. That's nice stuff you got there, Johnny. Okay, I'm gonna go into my vault real quick and just show you this very quickly. This is a vault. This is where basically your bank, where you will store your items. As you can see, it's a life pot. This is the most valuable potion. It will boost your HP. Not something you want to be using on HP. It's more something that you want to use to trade for items, because boosting HP is pretty stupid. So yeah, this is like items. UT, that's the ultimate tire item. That's a tire 9 item. As you can see, this is a bow. Shoots like 3 arrows. This is a ultimate tire here as well that I'm using. So I prefer the stuff that I got rather than what's in there. Otherwise, I'll probably be using that. This is the whole bank. I don't really know what this is here. Never really. You can buy banks for these 500 gold, which is usually right there. As you can see, if you double click there, they sell you all this shit that you can choose to buy if that's what you want to do. This is your guild. So if you go into the guild hall, this is where you and your clan just hang out. I can go into my chronicle, which is basically everyone who's in the guild. As you can see, there's the leaders and the members, and it's a bit of a troll. Yeah. So that's that, and now what I've been trying to get to over a long time. I'm going to go over button layout real quick. If you're playing the game right now, you're probably seeing it like this. If I go, you're probably seeing it like this, and you're probably seeing it like this. This is probably what you're looking at right now. You're probably like, oh yeah. Not this though. You're not able to do that. So that might be how you like to play to start with, but it's probably better off to go straight for the good way of playing. You might as well go into the most. This is what most of the pros do when they're playing. I don't claim to be a pro at this game, but I prefer this method a lot better than anything. So I'm gonna go over how to do this. If you want to have this, as you can see, I can change the angle that I'm looking at. This can be really useful. Also, my player's not in the center of the screen, so I can see basically more of what's in front of me. And if I'm constantly moving around and looking, so for example, if I want to look at that thing there, I'll keep looking at it, and like if it's moving around, I can like turn over here. I can still look at it. So yeah, my buttons, I'll go over what I have at the moment, is here, camera rotation. That's first of all the thing that allows you to rotate your camera. You want to turn that on, and then you can make these buttons whatever you want. I prefer shift as my left rotate, and C for my right rotate. So if I press C, it turns that way. Press shift, it turns that way. it can be a little bit difficult getting used to that at the start because you got to walk around and then also be pressing that the whole time. So you're sure you get used to that. F is actually buy a health potion. If you press F, it buys one of these. It like not buys, it like uses it. If you have any, I don't have any. V uses mana potions if I needed it, which I can't use at the moment because I'm maximum mana. That's that. And one thing I recommend you all do if you are on, you may just be watching this and like, no, I'm never gonna play this game. But if you are on, you want to make escape to Nexus. Its current hotkey will probably be insert for you. Make it Q. I could not stress that enough. So when you're in a really hot spot, you can just press Q instantly. It's like, it's right there and it will escape you to Nexus. Without that, you'll die multiple times. Now for another quick tip, if you're doing your button settings, you can go into options. If you want to find, I'm not sure where it is. I'll try to find it. Where is that annoying button that no one likes? If I can just find this, give me a second. I'm just gonna, where is it? Activate chat. It'd be in the hotkeys, wouldn't it? Oop. Okay, I cannot find the button that I assigned something or other, but I'll tell you what it is. Okay, don't worry about that. Basically next to Q, if you press tab now, if any of you press tab, it will probably do something like this. That's what it will probably do. If you press tab, it will open up this little option here, which if you don't see the issue with that, then you will soon realize. But what can happen is you're in a really tight situation, you're attacking lots of monsters, and then you're like, shit, I better press Q. Whoops, I press tab, and then you go to press Q, but all you're doing is you're typing Q into this chat, and you'll never escape the Nexus, and you'll die. So what I recommend doing is finding the button that is tab, which I couldn't find just then, and reassigning that to a key that's far away from Q. So now anything around Q that I press cannot affect me at all. Like I can press anything around Q, and nothing will stop me from pressing Q. So that's one thing that I've learned from experience, which I can only recommend everyone does. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, I think that's most of the game. So that was most of Realm of the Mad God. I will be doing videos about the game, for more of the more experienced people. I'll be going more into the game, going for some god killing, that sort of stuff. So if you want to join me on that, please feel free to subscribe to get more updates. And yeah, that's about it. If you like this video, give it a like. I would appreciate that. And that's all. See you guys.